Hi there, Aquarius. Welcome to MoonLight Witchery. This is going to be your free general reading, and this is for the week of February 7th to 14th, 2019, and we're going to begin. This is this R-rated deck that we're going to be using, the deck of Sexual Tarot. So if you're under the age of 18, there's explicit imagery, so you will have to click off this video and come back another time when we're not using it. And for those of you who are offended by that, you also, and come back another time if you want to view a reading where we're not using this deck. We're also going to be using the Romance Angel cards from Doreen Virtue. So let's begin. Here for Aquarius. We have the Ace of Wands in the past. We have the Knave of Chalices here. And the Two of Swords. So the first thing I'm picking up here, Aquarius, is the things that are on your mind. You have a lot of mental chatter. So the very first thing I'm going to advise is to have clarity on these things. I feel like your mind goes overboard right at this present moment, and that you need to have release. Like, it's like things keep marinating in your mind over and over and over again, and there's no point of this marinating ever being over, it feels like. And so I'm going to give you a little bit of advice to start to journal. Whatever source you can use, whether it's pen and paper, whether it's your phone or a tablet or a computer, whatever it is that you want to use. However it is you need to voice what you need to do. But I'm going to advise it be on paper. And I'm also going to advise that you give these heavy energies up to the universe. It's like there's a lot of things burdening you and you can't express what you need to express. So it's coming out in maybe ways of you looking like you're just aloof and not caring. And people will say this to you, and I feel also right now, Aquarius, that you're very empathetic. So you're feeling what everybody else is feeling, and you're just processing it, and people are thinking that you're just cold and aloof and not caring. But that's the exact of that is actually very opposite. I also feel like you're looking back longingly upon how things used to be. There used to be a lot of passion, and I'm also feeling the loss of some family members. And there seems to be some nostalgic energy facing that, but you're not seeing how some of these things are affecting you. So I want you to start to pay attention more to your thoughts and catch your thoughts and start to change them into positive thoughts. So I'm getting a lot of downloads of what you're hearing and what you're having to contend with. And it's a lot. And if that were me, I would sit there and I would say, okay, I need to categorize these things. It's a lot of over processing. So it's taking up all of my energy. It's wasting my time. I'm dull. I'm bored. I can't even have a conversation with someone. These are some of the things that I'm hearing. So I feel like, you know, and your self-worth is a little bit like the negative aspects of this is what I'm seeming to pick up. So to counteract that right now, Aquarius, I feel like even doing things like lighting a candle in your home, bringing in good scents like aromatherapy would be a really great thing for you right now, and to lift up your spirits. And I feel like it's not like your spirits, I feel like you're just bored more than anything. And it's time for you to do something and take a look and stop looking at what is going to save you from an outside source. And I feel like this is in a relationship or not. I also feel like you know that you can have what you want if you wanted it bad enough. You know that your mind creates your whole world, so you can think of what you want and you can have it. But what are the things that you want, and where are they directed at? And really, I feel like Aquarians, take a look at your life, and if you're not happy with it, change it. And if you can't make an influence on the people around you, then it's time to leave that situation. So don't just stay in things for the sake of, you know, comfort and all that. And I'm not saying you should leave before you're ready or anything like that, but I'm seeing a group of you leave a relationship that you're just no longer satisfied with. And you do express yourself in a way that's healthy. And when you do, then the good things come to you because you've actually dealt with what's happened, and you're not going to have this thing come back at you of unworthiness. And I'm feeling a lot of Aquarians are dealing with unworthiness at this particular time. They're dealing with why isn't this happening in my life? How come this isn't happening in my life? And I'm seeing like you're trying to push issues, but yet I feel like there is angelic protection for timing for you. There is things coming in. I feel like there's a group of you who want children, and that is coming in for you, but it's not coming in with the person who you think it's coming in with. I feel like that is changing, and you're seeing things, and you know, because you have a hope and a dream, and you thought one thing one way, I feel like Aquarians, your energy is shifting to what you actually want as you see things unfold. And you're almost like, oh, it's like you're guilt tripping yourself that you should have stuck with what you did. And then it's a procrastination of why you don't get anything done. This is sort of what the angelic energies are showing me. That was a lot. And I feel like it was maybe a ton of information coming down, a little confusing. So I hope that wasn't confusing for you Aquarians. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below and I'll try to clarify anything that is not clear here. But I'm getting a lot of downloads. Like there's a lot of like thinking patterns that I'm getting that are not productive for you. I'm also seeing Aquarians that changing your diet or doing a cleanse right now at this time would be extremely beneficial for you. Occupy yourself with some self-care. And I feel like, you know your power. You're not going to accept anything less than what you know you're going to be performing at. So I also feel like you need to step up also some of what you bring to the table as well, Aquarians. Let's get a little bit of advice from the Oracle deck. Attraction is the first card. I'll just hold that up as they come out. Attraction. We have very soon. And wedding. Okay. So underlying all of this, I was feeling like you wanted a sense of security, a sense of feeling passion in your life. I feel like you're very attracted to a specific person. You know what you want. For those of you who want the family, want the, everything, the house, the children, everything that you need, you're attracted to someone because of this. And I feel like very soon, I feel like a lot of you are questioning about children. When is this going to happen? And also a wedding. And in this, I feel like these all together, you're attracting this by your mindset. So if you're not in the situation and the vibration that you want to be in, this is telling me that you need to take a look at the thoughts that you're having and change them into a more positive cycle, a more positive pattern. Now, when I see this situation, I feel like when I look at this marriage card, the woman is looking at the man and very happy, but the man's not looking at her. So I feel like this is what I'm noticing with this. So I don't even know if this is such a fulfilled thing. If you're in this relationship and you want to progress to another thing, I almost feel like this is divine protection. So don't push things, Aquarians, to what you want, because I feel like it can be a little bit, stubborn in certain ways with a certain thing, but then you can flip and go to another person and be something, push for in a different direction. It's like you're making decisions about where it is. You have a couple of things going on in your life. I would see about 8 different things going on in your life that are important to you right now. And that in this moment is the time to decide what it is that you want. Make clear intentions. And when you do that, understand that that doesn't mean that things won't adjust as they go along. So adjust. This is the time to adjust, is sort of the energy that I'm feeling as well. So hopefully that was helpful for you, Aquarians. And you know, if it's not an actual birth of children, it could be like a business or giving birth to something in your life. So it's not necessarily always about children, or use the, you know, the words that I'm saying. I feel like there may be a lot of questions with this reading. So if there is, please feel free to message me and I'll clarify as much as I can. Okay? So you guys have a great week, Aquarians, and we'll talk to you soon.